I was going to ask you, for some of these kind of things do you do in a typical season?
During the year, I probably do 30 weekends like this. And in the fall, between the end of the fall sport and the beginning of the winter sport, there's a few weeks, and that's when I'm the busiest. So I have 8 straight weeks of weekends like this.
Oh, yeah.
I was in New York City, Buffalo, Minneapolis here, Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Green Bay. Like every weekend for the next 6 weeks, I have a weekend. So I love doing stuff like this. I love coming to the northern part of the country because I'm a northern boy. And I mean, Buffalo is just a few hours away, so I feel like I'm at home up here.
And it looked like you had a lot of fun out there, especially at the end. How much fun is just to do the autograph sessions and the photo sessions and stuff with the kids?
The autograph and the photo session isn't as fun as being on the court with the kids. I should have ended today at around 2:30, so I gave myself a half an hour to do autographs and pictures and stuff like that. But I was having so much fun with the kids, and they were doing so well that I lost track of time, and we went right to the end. And that's what happens when the kids are respectful, when the kids are smiling and having fun out there. I mean, even the coach loses track of time. So that's why I love coming up to the northern part of the country, because the kids are respectful and they pay attention and they look at you when you talk to them. So that's why I love working with kids up here.
What was kind of the main points you want to kind of get across to them? Like if you're, what were some 2 or 3 main things you're hoping you would kind of pick up today from listening to you?
Well, this was an older group, 12 to 18-year-olds, so I showed them some higher level stuff. And I showed them a very basic jab step and then drive left, but then I also showed them the full package, which is shot fake, jab step, drive left, spin back right, up and under, and lay it, like just the full move. And these kids were old enough, they're good enough, and they paid attention enough to where they could do it. And so today was fun because I taught them some higher level moves.
I was curious, like when you were around this age, did there anybody ever come talk to you at a clinic that kind of made an impact, in your game?
Well, I used to go to the Syracuse Orangeman camp, once a summer, probably like 14, 15, 16 years old. And I remember the microwave came by one time, Vinnie Johnson, and he was talking about being a good shooter from 15 feet, and that's what he was.
And with these things, too, I was just curious, does ever your urge to ever get into coaching at all, or is this something you're happy?
I am into coaching already.
I mean, besides the camps,
No, I'm into my own coaching, my Christian Laettner Basketball Academy, and I coach all year round. And the great news is that I get to work with so many kids. I'm not locked into one team where I'm only coaching 12 or 15 kids. I get to go all over the country, and I just worked out with 140 kids, so it's a lot of fun.
I was curious too, like how the 30 for 30 thing was that last year. How's that helped you have more of these kids kind of maybe know you compared to, because a lot of these kids probably weren't born yet?
It just gives them another thing on YouTube to look at. I mean, but there's already plenty of things on YouTube that the parents can show them. Hey, this is who you're going to be working with today. And the 30 for 30 is just another avenue for them to see and to hear a little bit of the story.
I was just curious, what kind of impact did this had on the kids that got to see this today?
I got a lot of positives from not just the kids, but their parents. An opportunity like this in the North Country doesn't happen a lot, and Christian did a great job with the kids, and I think they really got a lot out of it.
Obviously, you're one of the parents too, because there's so much of this thing. What do you think it meant to him to see?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice for us to get to sit down as a family and talk to him about somebody that was an important player at the time when I was growing up, and so we share that now, and it was a lot of fun.
I was curious too, like what did you think was the job he did with them too? Like he was really good at relating to the kids.
He was really engaged. He did all the drills. He was out there in a sweat. He wasn't just pointing and giving direction. He was actually doing the drills, demonstrating the drills, and so he put a lot of effort in.
I was going to ask you, what are some of the things you kind of learned today?
We learned a lot about covering ground without using too many dribbles, like getting from like half court to the hoop in 2 dribbles, finishing strong, and not really wasting any dribbles. That was one of the things I took away from it.
How much do you think this will help this experience, like when the season comes up for you?
I definitely think it'll help using the stuff that he talked about today and putting it into game situations.
I guess the last thing was actually, how familiar were you with Christian before you got here? Like, did you know who he was?
I saw the 30 for 30, and I knew a little bit about him.
What are some things you learned from this experience of yesterday and today with Christian?
Definitely that you need to be under control, and it's all about footwork.
How much do you think the stuff you picked up this weekend will help you when the season gets started? Just adjusting to college basketball and stuff.
A lot. I probably learned more like this just today and yesterday than I probably have in a while.
What's it like to have somebody kind of this well known come up here and just do this kind of thing? How big a deal is this for you?
It's crazy. It's a pretty big deal. A lot of people came just to see him. It's pretty nice.
Did you know who he was, by the way? Like, did you know much about him before this weekend?
No, I had no idea who he was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.